I grew up kind of in an art home. My dad was a farmer and a musician. My mother was a homemaker and a painter. So we had kind of a creative, upbringing. My sister sang with my dad, and my mom did a lot of cool landscape paintings and things like that. And where I found glass blowing was where I was going to school. Right across the street, there was a glass shop in Temple, Texas, and I started hanging out, and enough to where the owner, was like, "Hey man, you're here, come in, try it out for a little bit, see if you like it." And this is a perfect place to learn. So I ended up quitting my job, as a draftsman, and I started my life as a glassblower in 2001. And so around 2011, November 2011, SALADO GLASSWORKS was born. We started in an old retired pottery studio, and that's where we made the glass studio our home. In 2014, we moved over to our larger facility, which used to be a cotton gin, and this is where our bigger studio is. A lot more room, a lot more fun. When we're blowing, we have to have that starter bubble, and that initiates really everything blown glass. We'll gather some more glass on top, depending on how big we want to make whatever it is that we're making. And then, one person, the gaffer, he's the one working the piece. And then you have assistants, and then there's always somebody on the back end blowing. And what they're doing is they're inputting that air into the piece, and that's making it larger. It's creating more volume on the inside of the bowl or the mug or the chandelier piece or whatever it is that we're working on. The beautiful thing about glass blowing is that you can't physically touch it. It's 2,040 degrees hot when it comes out of that furnace, and you've got to make it do what you want it to do. It's beautiful when it moves. It's unpredictable. You've got gravity involved, and it wants to pull it down, and you have to use your fingers and your hands and your eyes to make it, get back on focus. We add color to it, and there's a couple of different ways we add color. Different minerals go into making these colors. There's gold, there's silver, there's copper, there's a lot of different cool things. And that's how we colorize our bowls. We use bar color, we use frit color, and both of those have different effects. So when I'm making the signature bowl, we use a lot of frit on the inside. We'll have 6, 7, 8 pieces of the rod glass that gets applied on top. And so you've got this interior color that's completely different from what's on the exterior of the glass. When people leave the gallery, they see what we make. They come out into the shop, they smell the paper burning. They feel the heat off of, the furnaces and the glory holes open. And then they have a better understanding and a higher appreciation of what goes into what we make and what we do. And it's important for us to be able to, expose what we do to a lot of people out in public. So for instance, we have events and even on open studio days where people get to come in and watch. And it may be an opportunity for them to be exposed to something that they've never ever seen before. And you never know down the road, a young kid might see it, and when they get older, that little spark is, man, I saw that glass blower, I want to do that. My 5-year-old son's out here running around in the shop, and he helps me turn the pipe and do all the cool fun stuff. And, so maybe one day he'll be the one to take over the operation, the rocket ship. lot of times where we're working, we don't talk because everybody knows the steps. You know, it's called the dance. So everybody knows the steps of the dance, and the grand finale is making that piece survive and end up in the oven. And that's it.